Body bags were horror lies.
Now take my bitch. She won't complain about shit cause she's my hoe. She don't belong to a trick, so when you fuck her and give her all your cash, I get paid. I put my foot in her ass, I won't marry the bitch. And give her half, I get mohead. And then I laugh at that one bitch shit. I got a gang of hoes, I get freak ass lick these balls and toes.
Now stupid little bitches get tossed if they don't realize that I'm the motherfucking boss. Come on down and get your ass pinched. And if you talk shit, get your ass lynched.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Moodz616 here, and welcome to week 49 here on Body Bags. Yeah, it's a Sunday edition. And yes, it is Killer Vehicle Week. Awesome, and that could be like killer cars, killer trucks, killer trains, killer anything. I was really looking forward to this week actually. I think there needs to be more killer vehicle films out there. I want to see like a killer bus film and shit like that in the future. I think it'd be pretty cool. Anyways, the film that I chose this week is from 1989. It's an Italian film, and it goes by the name of Amok Train. This was released by Shriek Show a couple years back. But yeah, so of course it's a killer vehicle or transportation film, whatever you want to call it. So Amok Train, the plot to this film is simply you got a group of kids, a bunch of American students. They are basically going to be acting as like American ambassadors. So they've made their way over to Yugoslavia, formerly known as Yugoslavia, to witness a pagan ritual. So of course they make their way over there, and they're on their way to this pagan ritual and stuff. And they get there, but before that they meet up with this professor, the guy that's supposed to basically kind of show them their way to this pagan ritual, escort them to this ritual. Anyways, so they meet up with this guy. They make their way to the ritual, and they soon figure out that they're not going to be watching a sacred pagan ritual, but they're actually going to be part of it. Yes, the people actually want to sacrifice the kids, so they soon figure it out, and of course they jump ship. They escape out of there, and they make their way onto this train. But little do they know that this train is actually possessed, and and then the kids start getting picked off one by one, along with the crew on the train and other people too and stuff like that. But of course, one of the girls, or the main character, Beverly, she has actually been basically kind of tagged since birth. She has like this really odd birthmark on her chest and stuff. And then she soon later finds out that she's kind of been chosen by the devil to become the devil's bride, and stuff like that. So now she's kind of become possessed and stuff like that. But basically, it's just a huge survival. These kids are basically trying to get off the train now because the train won't let them off and whatnot, and it just becomes a big survival type film. So that is the premise of the film. Now my thoughts on this one. I really enjoy this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I didn't really know what to expect. When I read the premise on it, when I first watched this film, I was like, I don't know about this. But it soon falls into that category of very cheesy fun. Of course, this is an Italian film. The dialogue is pretty cheesy. The acting's kind of so-so and whatnot. But I really do like the setting, though. I love how they shot this film in Yugoslavia. It's pretty cool. And just being on a possessed train is fucking awesome. First up, the gore is pretty good, pretty well done. There's some really good decapitations in this. Bodies getting ripped apart. Quite a few deaths and stuff, which is very, it's very intriguing actually how they do it. It's pretty cool stuff. And the pacing in the film is pretty well done too. Once they escape that pagan ritual, which they're supposed to be a part of, it gets right into it. They're on the train and they're just getting fucked. People are getting fucked up left and right and stuff. And the pacing is really well done in this. I gotta respect that. So, pretty cool soundtrack. It's got that very kind of Italian type feel to it. It definitely feels like an Italian film, which is awesome. You can't go wrong with that. Like I said, the acting's kind of so-so. The characters are whatever. This film isn't without its hilarity though. like I said, most of the film is shot on the trains and stuff, but there are certain parts when like the train kind of goes off the tracks and stuff, and it's quite obvious that it's just like little miniature trains and stuff, kind of shot from down below and stuff. Really, really funny stuff. It adds to the cheesiness and the overall feel to it. It's just fantastic. Gotta love that shit. Even towards the end, they even have like model airplanes for the end scene and stuff. Really fucking funny stuff, man. I gotta give them props for it though, man. It's pretty funny. Just an overall really, really fun type film. There's this really kind of funny development in the film. So when the kids first, kind of jump ship and they get onto this train, one girl gets left behind, and of course, not her boyfriend, but one of her friends, jumps off the train to, help her out and stuff. So they get stranded. They're left way behind. And now it's just them kind of running through the bush and trying to figure out their way, and, to safety and stuff like that. Of course, it doesn't really work out for for them in the long run, but, how it goes down, it's got to be the longest setup to a death scene ever. It's just fucking so funny how they develop those characters and how their death scenes happen and stuff. Really worth the watch. Really funny stuff. But yeah, so basically, what it all comes down to is, kind of like your typical type possession type slash satanic type thing towards the end and stuff. But it's pretty cool though. I mean, it's kind of predictable exactly what's going to happen and stuff, but you can't take anything away from it. It's just a fun film overall, man. You really can't go wrong with this. If I had to rate this one, I would probably give it, I think I'm going to give it about a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's not a great film, but it's super fun. Really, really fun stuff. I mean, I wish there was more, films like this that took place on trains. Very cool stuff, so not really a whole lot more to say about it, but yeah, Amok Train from 1989. Definitely give this one a shot. It's pretty fun stuff, so anyways, guys, that is going to do it for week 49. Week 49. We are approaching the 1 year really, really fast here, so stay tuned for that, guys, and I will check you next week in week 50. Hope you guys had a good weekend, and I'm out. Peace.